Howdy folks, how y'all doing? Are you watching the New Orleans Saints play the San Diego Chargers, Drew Brees' old team? Then check out why Home Team, Coaching the Saints in New Orleans Back to Life by Sean Payton and Ellis Henican from New American Library should be a movie filmed in Louisiana and the Crescent City. Short pitch. It is called Home Team. It is a sports drama in the vein of The Blind Side. It is like American Underdog meets Invictus. It follows rookie head coach Sean Payton and injured running back Deuce McAllister as they rebuild the New Orleans Saints into a team that can bring hope to the Gulf Coast after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. Problems arise when they lose the last 3 games of the regular 2009 season, and McAllister gains too much weight to play. Together, they will take inspiration from their fan base, and do their uttermost to reward their loyalty and give the Crescent City something to believe in as they head to the Super Bowl to play and win the best game ever. The idea came to me when the Saints won Super Bowl XLIV. My unique approach to the subject would be the recovery of a city paralleling the building of a championship team, a symbiotic relationship. A set piece would be when Payton decides to bring Deuce McAllister back to the roster during the 2009 season. Despite losing the last 3 games of the regular season, the people of New Orleans are continuing to support the team, and he wants to repay their encouragement with a morale boost. He will bring back Deuce, who has not played that year and is running a car dealership in Mississippi. Deuce is 26 pounds overweight, and the NFL regulation fines for that will cost him more money than he will make. But as the team's all-time leading rusher, he is all in for the plan. As McAllister leads the team out onto the field of the next game, in the crowd full of hoot-ats sees jersey number 26, the stadium erupts with Deuce, 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 Deuce! The game ends in a 45-14 victory for the Saints. Target audiences would be football fans, sports fans, people who are into athletics, men and women, 20, 30 to 80. The faith-based crowd, they love their football movies, and the Who Dat Nation. Not just men and women from New Orleans and Louisiana, but people all along the Gulf Coast from, southwest Texas all the way to Florida. And we have the Who Dat Nation. It's people all across the Southern America who have fallen in love with the Saints and Drew Brees because of what they did for the whole Gulf Coast after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. Created an entire Saint Nation, a Who Dat Nation, a culture, a movement that follows the Saints and applauds them and roots for them, the underdogs that helped give a comeback story to New Orleans with their own Cinderella story as they became Super Bowl victors. And it's a great story. There's a hunger for the stories. It would be a worldwide phenomenal movie. It will do well all across the world because of its universal themes of hope in the face of adversity, of overcoming devastation, of determination, of community coming together, of healing and recovering. And we need hope in this day and age with the fire in Maui, the hurricane coming at California, the northwest fires all across the country and the world, the floods, the hurricanes. It seems like every day you turn on the news, there's another natural disaster going on. National disasters with the politics and man-made disasters in Ukraine. This world needs hope, and this story of the saints, this story of community being created, overcoming adversity, this is it. This is a story of hope. And hope is a theme all the way going back to when stories are first told. Hope is the universal thing, the universal goal that drives people. Not only that's their goal, and that's what drives them. They're driven by hope, and they're reaching for hope. And this is the story. The Saints, home team, coming back stronger. Every book about the Saints in their post-Katrina career, the franchise, as it bounced, it didn't just bounce back. It was one of the worst teams in the league. It built itself up. It crawled out of the holes in the paper bags. This is a theme, healing. It is a theme of hope, and that is how you'll put people in the seats. It would be a blockbuster like The Blind Side. Let's forget about the controversy that's going on about that right now. People would come to see this because of the same themes in that movie of hope, community, overcoming your past and disadvantages. See, that's why Home Team by Sean Payton should be a movie because of hope. Who dat?